Yes.
The topper baseball cards. He was crazy about baseball cards, and when that happened, we lived through that, and that was so perfect.
Thank you very much. We used to have Topps 88 fights, actually, because we had so many Topps 88, because that just seemed to be the year. That's when they started selling them at the Price Club, which is like Costco now. And you can buy a whole thing for like $10, and they're actually worth less today than they were then, which is amazing.
And I remember going, and before '88, they were expensive.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a big deal. My son
Same thing happened with comic books.
tons of money to save to get the cards, and then all of a sudden you could get 100 or something for $5 or $10, and
See, if all the real estate people had just learned from Topps 88, you'd be in such good shape right now. There you go.
My favorite part of the whole movie, I love it. It was just brilliant. Thank you.
Well, thank you, and it means...
How many of you were full-fledged gamers before this?
We used a little bit, yeah. Surprisingly, to disappoint the gamers out there, we're not as big into gaming as a lot of people think, but I definitely did my research and I enjoy video games just like everyone else, yeah.
How did you go about doing your research?
Man, when I write a script, it's like writing a report, and I just delve myself into it, and a lot of it just stems from what should people be talking about, and I mean, starting with like Wikipedia and history of video games, just go in there and start delving more and more and more into it, and then it's, I mean, there's a lot of philosophy in the script too, and just things like that. I start combining the things and try to find just connections for them all. Yeah.
Maria, actually, she was planning on coming, and I don't know if you know this, but she just booked the new Halloween film.
She was good.
Yeah, she's great, and we all love her to death, too. She is as classy in person as you would think. She is just, there's nothing bad we can say about her. And actually, we cast her, she was absolutely, I know, we really got to teach her to run. She was absolutely nobody when we cast her. She submitted herself online, and she originally read for the K role. And Alyssa actually takes full credit for discovering her. I give her 50% credit because she did the audition and we liked her. We're like, she's not really Kay. And Alyssa turns to me and she's like,
I mean, she's got to edit everybody on the screen.
yeah, she's great. She's absolutely great. But what I was going to say is, yeah, she booked a new Halloween film, and they actually she had to fly to Atlanta yesterday. So yeah, it's a bummer that she can't be here because she's here in spirit though. Any other questions?
Where's Kay?
How much time did you spend in post-production for all the special little...
Oh gosh, that's a good question. I mean, okay, we had 2 months of pre-production. We had 15 days of shooting. It took, I basically edited it myself, and then I had an assistant. But we edited it in about 2 months. And then Mary and the special effects and all the mix and everything was another 2 months, I believe. So yeah, from day end of shooting to what you see there, about 4 months.
Wow.
And yeah, everything was very fast. We had very little money, and we really tried to work with what we could the best we could. Yes. One more. Is that okay? Okay, one more back there.
So now, with saying that you had little money for lighting, how did you end up dealing with, for example, the flag and the car scene when they're just kind of running around?
How do we do that? Are you asking how we did that scene?
Or lighting in general? I mean, that's...
Okay, well that scene actually, that scene is actually headlights. That scene was lit with headlights, and we had a little bit of, we balanced a little bit of light to give them a little bit on the front, but that's actually completely shot with headlights.
Wow.
Lighting in general, we had a very small package. We had, we used as much like daylight and things like that as we possibly could. We only had a few. Lost a lot of car batteries. Yeah, lost a lot of cars. But yeah, we pulled out every little trick we knew how to do to give it a unique looking look, and that was definitely a choice. We're making an independent film, we don't got a lot of money, let's at least make it an interesting story, make it something different and give it an interesting look, and I hope that worked. We have to finish, we'll be out front if you guys want to ask, or if you have any questions, I'll be out front. Okay.
Did Monolith ever beat Bo?
I'm sorry, what?
Does Monolith ever actually beat Bo?
In real life?
You mentioned in